Okay, so I wrote it for the first time and I failed it.
The final
So,
exams.
yes, the certification exams.
Wow.
So you can imagine with that experience, what it takes to be solving assignment on self-paced, going through the internship on self-paced, not knowing any person in the program until that stage I failed the exams. And the funniest aspect of it is those students around me that I even shared the link and they joined the program and I was helping them to solve some of the assignments, they started laughing at me. Then I asked me, what is your hope now, Michael? It seems you fight without having hope. Are you getting it?
Yes, I got it.
I told them I still have that hope. Allow me, I'm not going to talk too much, and I will tell you my hope later. I will tell you my hope later.
Yes.
So luckily, our prayers was answered. The first meeting that we held, I met with some of my colleagues there, which I can still remember the colleagues that are active then and still active now. One of them has been Eugenia Sego,
Okay.
another one is Blessing James,
Okay.
and the other one Daniel, and so on. Now, after that meeting, I was thinking of what can help us. We had WhatsApp group
Okay.
that was created, and I don't chat much on that WhatsApp group. That's the type of person I am. I can observe. I'm a good observer.
Okay.
So, so one day I went to the WhatsApp group. I now posted that I want us to be doing a team study on the Zoom, aside from we are having with the CareerWize. This will be among the students. I want to tell you one critical aspect of it. And I needed to host them in the Zoom meeting, and then we find a material, go through it over and over again. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. And I raised that invitation, only two persons joined me, that making us three. That was Eugenia Sego and Blessing James. They joined me. And good. They agreed with me for us to have this team study. Virtually all trust that we had, all effort that we had are motivated in this team study. I don't know if Eugenia remembered or if she has shared this before, but I'm just sharing it with you as a friend in the same career. So when I hosted the meeting, time I suffered with the pronunciation. They were laughing and I was laughing too. So from that meeting, we began to improve in our ability to code clinical records, and we know each other. We watch each other's back. We understand each other, and we have goals to succeed. We don't laugh at each other with intention to make that person feel bad. Yes. We can only laugh that, oh, this is fun. Even me, I make mistake. Even you make mistakes. So since we make mistake, how do we correct it?
Yes.
And thus we continue every time to make sure that we succeed. There is no other secret to success that when a man is determined and take up a journey by himself, and then you now allow the the third party to come in.
That's right.
Education is first an individual responsibility, and second, a collective effort.
That's right. Now,
So,
Mike, so thank you for that story. Now, the virtual internship, how long did it take you? What do you remember the things you learned during the virtual internship program?
yes, I remember the internship, because of the ups and downs, is about 6 months.
Okay.
Yes, it's about 6 months.
Okay.
So, and in the internship, we did not focus in one specialty. We focus in all specialty.
Okay.
We had cardiology specialty. We have dermatology specialty. We had gastroenterology specialty, me specialty, evaluation and management specialty, general general specialty of me specialty. So sorry, I remember we have orthopedic specialty also.
Yes.
So all specialty. And one peculiar thing is that each specialty have about 25 to 30 scenarios.
Wow.
Yes, each specialty has 25 to about 30 scenarios that you code. And you have to be careful coding it. What work best in one specialty may not work best in the other.
In the other specialty. Okay. That is great. Michael, you have muted your mic. You have muted your mic.
Sorry, I have unmuted it. Sorry.
That's right. Yes. Okay. So, so after the internship, you wrote your final exams, and you said you failed. So after failing, when you are rewriting the final exam, did you have to go through internship again?
Oh, yes. There was specific assignments that I had from my tutor then to enable me make corrections of what I did not know before I wrote the exams.
Okay.
I'm going to share one of those pages with you.
Okay.
One of those things is to get acquainted with the ICD-10 CM coding guideline.
Okay.
And in that place, it's not something that you never hear before, but you know, repetition is part of learning.
Yes.
It will help you to retain.
Yes.
Now, there are places that you have the use of and, comma, parentheses, and the big bracket and all that, the punctuation marks in the ICD-10 CM guideline. And most of these things are going to come in your certification exams. And when it comes, you'll be confused. Other than knowing the name of the disease, then you will know how it is being separated.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
So it is good that we get acquainted to that. And another one is the section 4 of the ICD-10 CM guideline, that is for outpatient coding.
Yes.
And there are a lot of things that we need to learn in order for us to be successful in outpatient medical coding. Okay. I also want to share another part that we really need to get acquainted with there.
Sorry. We have interruption. Let me mute the person. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Okay. So in that place, we need to understand what is confirmed diagnosis and unconfirmed diagnosis, possible diagnosis. If you are not acquainted with all these terms and when they appear in clinical record, you keep making mistake because you are going to code possible diagnosis that you are not supposed to code because you are not familiar with the term.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So there are other things that you also need to get acquainted with. You don't need to read some part of the record and leave some part, because you need to read everything and read for understanding. Don't stop reading the scenario and don't start solving it until you understand it very well. Don't just say, because I have seen that enteritis is being listed there, and then you now go into typing enteritis. For the procedure, you may get the International Classification of Diseases Clinical Modification 10 correct, but the procedure will hang you because you don't know actual procedure that is being used there. So that is one benefit of reading every detail and reading for understanding. And I will encourage you to make sure that you don't get tired of reading as a medical coder.
Thank you for that. Now let's come to the final exams. The final exams, how is it like? How many questions? How long does it take? What type of questions came? Are they all objectives, multiple choice, or they are written? And then, so how is it like?
Good. Okay. The certification exams is very nice and is going to come from all parts of your studies. One, you are going to have about 35 questions from the prerequisite courses, which includes the medical terminology, pharmacology, and anatomy. And then in health data management, the second phase of the program, the core curriculum, we are going to have about 40 questions. And as you keep continuing, we also have other questions that are being specified from CPT and HCPCS.
Okay.
Good. So when you see those questions, especially pharmacology questions, are very confusing and stressful. So you have to take your time and remember everything that you have undergone in the pharmacology, especially those ones that you feel they are not important.
I see. So those pharmacological terms like the names of the medications, the brand names, the trade names, we have to know all.
Good. Yes, you have to master it. You have to get acquainted with
it. Okay. I see. And then
I will tell you the ones I do right and the ones I do wrong. And so by the time you learn the both, then you know how you can improve on your own. Then in conclusion, the objective questions are 150 questions.
150.
Yes.
Okay.
150 questions. So, and you have 2 hours to solve it, the objective. Okay. And you are expected to get it at least 80% for you to pass.
Wow. Okay.
So in my first certification exams, I got 84% in the objective questions. So
how come you failed if you got 84%?
Yes, I had 84% in the first certification exam that I failed. Where hooked me was in the clinical scenarios.
Okay.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
So, and in the clinical scenarios, you have 8 scenarios that you will code.
Okay.
And you are expected to get it at least 80% for you to pass. But if you're able to maneuver the questions and then succeed and get it 100 out of 100 in the clinical scenarios, that means when you're working in this place, you should feel relaxed, feel comfortable, and be comfortable to move on. And however it is, if you land yourself in 96%, 69%, 69% in the other one, that's in the objective, or 70% in objective, know that you have passed. Because when they combine the 100% there and then the 70% here, you are close to 90% in general.
Okay, I get it. Now, the clinical scenarios, are they, what areas do they cover? Did they cover just ICD-10-CM or CPT or everything?
Pardon, I did not hear your question clearly.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you now.
Yes, I was asking the clinical scenario in the exams, in the final, the certification exams. What topic, what areas does it cover? Does it cover the ICD-10-CM, CPT, HCPCS, or it covers even from the medical terminology to anatomy to pharmacology?
Okay, that's a very good question. It covers all parts, because why I say it covers all parts is this. In the clinical scenario, you are in show full work. You have to show full work. And you will read, you understand, you will be able to code the clinical scenarios. You assign the ICD-10-CM codes, and then you will assign the CPT code. If it does have a HCPCS code, you assign the HCPCS code, and if it does require a modifier, that's appendix, you assign the modifier to that code. So it's the summary of why you have studied the medical language, the anatomy, and so on. So it has all aspects of your learning in medical coding. You also have to describe the anatomical position where the procedure is being done. And you can do that through the modifiers that you assign. That's the appendix lesson.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So when you failed the first exams, when did you write the second time? Where did you get the news that you have passed? What did you do when you heard that you have passed?
Okay. Let me see. When I failed the first exams, and we started having meetings and tutoring on March this year.
Okay.
So and during that March, from March to June, when I now take the exams again, I don't know how long it is. March, April, May, June. So that's 4 months. 4 months.
Okay. And so by June, you have finished, you have passed the final exams. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And have you started working?
I did not stay up to 1 week when I passed my certification exams, and then I started working.
1 week
I started
after.
work. Yes,
1 week
yes.
after passing your final certification exam, you started
Yes,
working.
yes.
Okay. Now, the internship. Okay, somebody has posted a question here. Is it paid internship? And also, how many hours daily or weekly do you work for both internship and as regular work? I hope I got them.
Okay. Okay, I will answer the question direct. You are not being paid in the internship, and the hour is determined by you when you get it correct.
Okay. So you can do the internship, let's say, okay, the period is 6 months. Can you do it less than 6 months?
Everybody can do the internship less than 6 months. I told my mentees today when I was in discussion with them. I told them that it took me 6 months for me to be successful in this internship and retake my certification exams. But in their case, it is different. It's different because they got to know the program and they have mentors earlier.
That's
and
right.
They can discuss their problem with their mentors even before going to write the exams. Okay. A difficult aspect of us was we knew nobody to discuss with. And if you are making a wrong choice of answers, you are just making it only you. And then when you fail, the entire public are going to laugh at you. And you have it in mind that they will laugh at you. So you first laugh at yourself for failing.
Oh, great. All right, so that is so great. Now, currently, you said you are mentoring some students, right?
Yes.
How many students are you mentoring?
For now, the official students assigned to me are 17.
Okay. But yes, unofficially.
Why I use the word official students is because there are people that started this program through my link. Why I said official students is because there are people that started this program through my link.
Okay.
And those people depend on me when they have challenge. Okay. So, and I can't deny them that discussion. I can't deny them that encouragement. I can't deny them assisting them so that they can find the answer for themselves. Okay. Are they not part of it?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. You are so right. All right. So thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. We are sincerely grateful for your interaction with us. Folks, you have heard Michael Wisdom. From Warri, is that correct?
From Owerri. I live in Owerri, Nigeria.
Owerri, Nigeria. Okay. Thank you very much, Michael. So, folks, you've heard him. Do you have any question, any comment at all for him, please? Somebody says, please, sir, can you also give us your contact?
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Dev has my contact. Okay. Dev has my contact. So if there is anything critical for you, that you need to communicate to me, you communicate to me through dev. It is
All
line
right.
of authority.
I like that. I like that. Okay. So that answers that. Do we have any other question? If you have any question, please unmute your mic. Joel, I see your hand up. Please ask your question. Unmute your mic and ask question.
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Please, Michael, I want to know, what was your starting salary when you started working as a medical coder?
Oh, I did not hear that question. Dev, can you help me?
He's asking, what is your starting salary as a medical coder when you're finished?
Oh. This is a very tactical question.
Yes.
And
last week, Eugenia was asked the same question.
okay. Okay. And what did she answer?
Oh, I forgot. In fact, sincerely, last week my internet was not stable, so I was in and out. I don't remember the answer.
Okay. Okay. Because we are working remotely, I don't know the information that you have before now, but my starting salary in a monthly basis is about $450.
All right. Thank you very much. And are you paid per month or you are paid weekly or?
Okay. In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks.
It's been split into weeks.
All right. Okay. Thank you for that. Then there's another, somebody has shared a question. It says, from what I think from what I gathered from these 2 meetings, I get when you fail the exams before you will be tutored. Is that right?
Yes, I got tutored after I failed the exam.
Okay, so you got a tutor after you failed the exams and not before the exam. Yes. But then now that has changed because since you guys had passed, you are mentoring others. So you are providing that tutoring now. Yes. All right. Joel, is your question answered?
Yes, I'm okay. I have another question.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much for the previous answer. So my next question is, are you a specialized coder now?
Specialized.
Have you specialized in any field?
Oh, okay. Michael, did you get that question?
Yes. No.
Okay, so he's asking, have you specialized in any of the medical coding specialization field, like
okay, I get it now. I asked that question when I was in difficulties in learning. Okay. I even made requests for them to find one specialty and take their time to tutor us in one specialty so that we can progress to another one. But critical aspect of it is that they've told me that you can't specialize in one because you don't know where your employer will need you to code. You don't know where the specialty that your employer will need you to code. So you need to master all the specialty for now.
Thank you very much, Michael, for that. So, Joel, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. So for now, he's not specialized yet, but he is a general medical coder. He'll probably specialize later. Do we have any other question for Michael?
No.
Hey guys, you are here. You need to ask questions if you have any. Please, what influenced your choice for inpatient or outpatient coding? Michael, are you there?
Can you repeat that question, please?
Okay, so somebody is asking, please, what influenced your choice for inpatient or outpatient coding?
Okay. To me, I did outpatient coding, and I know that in CareerWize they specialize in outpatient coding, and then they give you foundation for inpatient coding as well. But much of their effort will depend on outpatient coding. So that one is specified.
Thank you for that answer.
Sorry, there is no light again, so you can't see my face very well.
Oh, this is Nigeria now.
Yes.
Never expect power, always.
Yes, I had meeting all day, and I've worked up to 16 hours from yesterday, and I needed to rest. At the time that I lie down to rest, I forgot this meeting. Dev, thank you for reminding me, because
okay.
I woke up after I received their call. So let me rush down to office where I will have constant power. But if I do that, I will not put you in suspension. So that's why I now joined from my home.
No, it's okay, Mike. It's okay. It's okay. You are doing so great. Sorry, we understand the situation.
They've restored the light.
Yes, now we can see your face.
Yes.
Now we can see your face. All right. So, so maybe the final question, as I can see here, it says, how many hours do you work a day? Are you able to combine it with your work at the Electoral Commission? Did you say you were working at the Electoral Commission?
Central Bank?
No, Electoral Commission.
Oh, I work as a public relations officer.
Oh, okay.
So, yes. And then I also work in medical coding. That's with Skip Foundation.
All right.
So as a tutor, I have planned myself the way I will work, and I have 4 hours to tutor. I have 4 hours to study on my own to refresh my skills, and then I have 8 hours for my other work for the public relations.
Oh, okay. So you are combining it with some other work. This guy, you never sleep. All right. That's great. That is so great. That is so great. Okay. All right, folks. I think so far we have exhausted all your questions. We have exhausted all your questions. Since if there's no other, yes?
I can't hear you. I see some people are raising their hand.
Yes, okay. Don't worry, I'll repeat the question for you. So okay. I see Arch, A-R-C-H. If you are Arch, please unmute yourself and start talking.
Yeah, good evening, Michael.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I wanted some emphasis. I know CareerWize does training for both inpatient and outpatient. But I think in your submission, you mentioned they have only specialized to train on the outpatient. What about that? Can you please clarify that for us?
Okay. Very good. CareerWize specializes in outpatient coding and in inpatient coding. So Michael, they will give you foundation in the inpatient coding, those things that you need to know. Take you to HCPCS coding, ICD-10 PCS. in the ICD-10 PCS, it talks about diagnosis related groups. And then you, in the inpatient coding, you will have to know the other that they choose code in the inpatient hospital. I did not learn much about it. Even in the exams, there was 20 questions that came from inpatient coding. And you see that we made a lot of mistakes. We failed it. And the first time I got about 10 out of that, no, 11 out of that 20 questions. And in the second certification exams, they removed it. They replaced it with questions from other areas, and they detached it. They said, because we are studying outpatients medical coding. So that's why they detached it. Could that help you?
Yeah, I think so. If someone wants to pursue the inpatient medical coding, is that not possible?
Oh, it's possible. And then in that case, you will have to get the foundation. And when you get the foundation, you tell CareerWize that you want to study for patients coding. And it's very simple. Once you have gotten the foundation of what we learn here, you are going to succeed in it. But they will now help you to specialize in inpatient coding.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, let me clarify that. Michael, CareerWize partnership with BS Africa Limited provides the 2 streams of training. So from our end, a student can make a choice between either inpatient coding or outpatient coding. And they get all the foundational courses, that is the medical terminology, the anatomy, the pharmacology, coding industry basics. They are the same for both outpatient and inpatient coding. It is when you get to the health data management, that is where you begin to branch. So with the collaboration between BS Africa Limited and CareerWize, the 2 programs are available. And the extra course you need to do, the ICD-10 PCS coding program, is also available, already available. So they have the complete program for both outpatient and inpatient with BS Africa Limited. So the choice can be done from the Model 5 and then you go on from there. So that's just a little clarification I need to make.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay, so maybe the last question that came in just now.
This is your supper. If you let her pour it away.
The last question before we call it a day. So somebody says, so let us say you must enroll. From your experience, which one will you advise is the best, outpatient or inpatient? You're asking somebody who did outpatient, which one he would choose. He made a choice, he made an outpatient coding choice. Okay. Mike, this one I will answer it. Don't worry, when you get to that point, you will engage all of you, those of you who want to make the outpatient or the inpatient program. It is available for you. We'll counsel you and help guide you to make the choice you need to make. But no matter what the choice, you will end up becoming a medical coder. Whether you are an inpatient coder or outpatient coder, you are a medical coder. But inpatient medical coding involves a lot more and a lot more complexity than the outpatient medical coding program. Okay. On that note, I want to thank Michael. Michael, thank you very much. Through all the challenges, you made it to join us. Thank you so much. We are sincerely grateful to you for your time. I also want to thank everybody that came today. You noticed today my internet is stable. So we did some recording. I'm going to share the recording on your WhatsApp page. We are praying we have a lot, such more interactions to motivate you, to encourage you. Hey guys, this is the second person. The first person was Eugenia Sego. Today we have Michael Wisdom Ahaoma. If I hope I got the surname right.
Yes.
And so these are living proof that you can also do it and become a medical coder. I must congratulate all of you. Since last Saturday, we have noticed a quick wrapping up. Everybody's rushing to finish his or her course. We thank you. Keep the pace, keep the energy, keep the as we say in Ghana, keep the vim and finish soon. Very soon, you will also start working as a medical coder. We thank you all for coming and have a good night. Goodbye to you all. Michael, goodbye. Goodbye to you all.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, Joel. Goodbye, Cornelius Treme. Goodbye to you all. Babs, Mr. Bonnie Blessed.
Bye. Thank you, Mr. David.
Yes, Henry, Anthony, and all of you. Thank you very much. The ball is now in your court. Hurry up and finish up quickly. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hey, hello, Mr. Bill. How are you?
Thank you, sir.
Good.
It has been a while.
Yes, it has been a while. So keep in touch.
When are we meeting in our group?
Within this week, you will hear back from me, sir.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.